Greetings, minions, it is I, the Flaming Monocle, and I'm here with my very good friend T-Dude.
Hello.
And we're here playing a new game.
Yes.
The story mechanics. You may have heard of it, in fact, as it is a very popular West End production presently, and a book, and a film, if I'm not mistaken.
There's quite a few films.
Oh, fantastic. It is The 39 Steps.
I saw a fantastic stage performance of the 39 Steps. It was quite humorous, but it was done very minimalist, and it was hilarious.
Was it like a dark humour, or was it?
Yeah, it's like a good old fashioned. Yeah, you can tell. Like, I mean, look at this. They're obviously having a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
This isn't a bland, dark and gritty thing.
It's like a Dial M for murder sort of.
Exactly. So, Mr. Monocle, you are familiar with this story?
Very vaguely. I've not read the book and I've not seen the stage play, but I've got a very basic understanding of the plot and the premise behind the whole thing.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to this being my entrance into the whole thing, as it were. And I dare say, at the end of this, I will be picking up a copy of the book.
Unless it really annoys you.
If the game annoys me, then I'll go sod the book and I'll start playing 3 Stars of Destiny or something.
But sir, you are a gamer, and this is your book.
Oh, exactly. Well, no, I'm a booker as well. I'm a bookman. I book. I book all the time. Just the other day I read one.
It was good.
It was very good. It wasn't by Dan Brown either. I'm quite enjoying the style of this so far. It's a quite slick presentation, almost like that sort of Wolf Among Us sort of feel before it goes into the whole 3D element.
Designed by Saul Bass.
Sword Sea Bass. Lovely.
Directed by Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, that is not a Model T Ford, but
that was a car.
The National Library of Scotland, the Observer, partnerships with these people is pretty cool.
So there's definitely more oomph behind this than initially.
Yeah, you have to forgive the fact that my graphics card likes to chug along with some of these. We are, after all, playing on a laptop.
Black and white.
Lovely.
Very crisp and clean.
Very, very pretty. Cool.
Wow.
So we're ready to start now. There is an option to skip that, but I thought it would be definitely worth, because there was so much time put into that.
The developers did it. We were going to watch it.
Flaming Mo.
Flaming Mo.
I'm fairly certain The Simpsons did that one.
Yeah. How about Flammon?
Flammon. Monocle. Flamonacle.
Flamonacle.
Flamonacle, I like that. It's not going to be our name, it's just what do you call the save option.
It's like a small part of a dance.
Playtime, 0 hours, 3 minutes. Okay, I will
we didn't play the title.
We just practiced the... we just wanted to make sure it actually worked.
It does work.
Indeed. Rotate your mouse clockwise to advance the... Oh, it's gimmick. Okay.
Do it.
Rotate clockwise. I'm doing it.
Looks like you're caressing the couch.
I think it means the scroll wheel.
Oh.
Anti-clockwise makes you go back.
Fine.
What? I'm doing it clockwise.
You told me it was the mouse wheel.
It is. I thought it was the mouse wheel. When you reach the end of a string of text, you'll see a diamond. Simply left-click anywhere to advance the scene, moving the story forward. I am told this is not so much a game in the traditional sense, as you don't have a terrible amount of interaction.
Well, I think it's about to tell us.
Oh yeah, it's largely a point-of-free experience, but when you see one, that's your cue to interact.
So it's basically what you're saying is it's an interactive book.
It's an interactive story. Which is fine. I don't mind that.
Fine by
Some
me.
locations can be explored.
Like Mrs. Marple's murders.
When in explore mode, you can click and drag the mouse to look around. You can also interact with glowing objects. Glowing objects here.
This reminds me of Murder, She Wrote, those games.
Yeah. Click image to zoom, drag to move. Click. Dear Mr. Hannay, welcome to England. I hope your journey from Rhodesia was not too arduous. Would you like to come to the bank so we can discuss matters regarding your Rhodesian mining shares? If you could make an appointment with my clerk, Mr. Scoop, on Temple 6733. Yours sincerely, Mr. Edward Ainsley, manager of Benning's Bank. For boring bastards.
Mr. Soup.
Mr. Soup Pie. Okay. Oh, I can click and drag and move around.
That looks like a soap dispenser on the wall.
Okay.
Pump.
I think we're done here.
Yep.
That was just meant to... Okay, done.
Okay.
I don't think you can actually lose the game as such.
Yeah, but I can foresee...
Yeah, whoop. So,
Congratulations.
You will shortly begin your journey through the 39 steps. All progress will be auto-saved, but you can use bookmarks to manage your progress and revisit key scenes.
Oh.
Congratulations, you made it through the short tutorial and have been given a reward for your efforts. There are 13 more of these to collect.
Okay. Rotate that mouse.
I am rotating the
Get...
cocking mouse. Right-click or hit spacebar to return to the main menu during play. This also acts as pause. So right-click or spacebar. Let's remember that. New event.
The wrong ditch. Oh my goodness. Ah.
Oh, so this is the story. Interesting.
Is there 39 of them?
What? Oh, no.
No.
The wrong ditch. Richard Hannay is living in London, England. He yearns for a more interesting life.
Yes, he does.
Play.
Play.
The wrong ditch. That is one amazing doorbell. BBC News at 6 o'clock.
I'm Alan Humphrey.
Bong! Oh,
Yes.
I can. Oh, I can't click. Okay. I returned from the city on that May afternoon, pretty well disgusted with life. I'd been 3 months in the old country and was fed up with it. I have a feeling I might end up having to narrate the rest of that, so you can take over all the incidentals.
Okay. Like cats meows.
Yeah, and call you...
A familiar voice came from the drawing room.
Hey, Guinidia!
Oh, you've got into the wrong ditch, my friend.
We don't need to.
Oh, cool.
Better climb out.
Oh, I say cool. Oh,
It's Hollow Man.
Richard Hannay. The present, the child, the carer, the teenager, the soldier, the working man. What?
Oh,
The present? Oh. A lot of imperious ladies asked me to tea to meet schoolmasters in New Zealand and editors from Vancouver, and that was the most dismal business of all. I had no real pal to go out with, which probably explains things. Plenty of people invited me to their houses, but they didn't seem much interested in me. I counted on stopping in London for the rest of my days, but from the first I was disappointed with it. I was the best bored man in England. Okay. Oh, yeah. My final years in Africa were in the municipality of Bulawayo, where I had fought during the Matabele War. I resided once again with my father, who had taken ill. After he died, I decided to leave the Cape and head back to the old country. Soldier. I served the British forces during the Matabele conflict and was decorated for my role. I served 2 years with the Imperial Light Horse and was an intelligence officer at the Deloga Bay in the Second Boer War. I lost many friends during those wars.
the working man. I'm bored.
I'd earned my pile, not one of the big ones, but enough for me. I put in 3 years prospecting for copper in German Damaraland, and spoke the German tongue pretty fluently. Ich bin ein Berliner. And ich went on to become a mining engineer in Kimberley, who was instrumental to the formation of De Beers Consolidated Mines. The diamond mines were a rough business, with countless good men lost in horrific accidents.
Bloody hell.
This guy's had a bad life.
I was
a fish. I spent most of my time by the Zambezi, where I could fish. There are several hundred species in its waters, including the infamous tigerfish and Zambezi shark. The wide open spaces of the veld also interested me greatly, and the various methods of survival in such an uncompromising landscape.
Power.
The child? My father had brought me out from Scotland to South Africa at the age of 6, and I'd been home, and I'd never been home since. I grew up in Cape Colony, which was then under British rule.
Now nothing is.
Okay, I'm guessing that was just our introduction to Richard Hannay.
Yes.
I'm hoping we don't have to do too much of that sort of thing. Here was I, 37 years old, sound in wind and limb, with enough money to have a good time, yawning my head off all day.
So he's had a tough life, but he's very accomplished.
And he lives in London. I had a long drink and read the evening papers, because I can't see the bit that was before that.
I think that was...
I'm really struggling with this manipulation of text. I wish it was just scroll wheel or something simple. And I can't click anywhere. Oh, I can. I had a long drink and read the evening papers. He said trying to get it to go back. Don't understand it. It's
Gimme.
impossible. Take the mouse. See if you can figure it out. Wind it the other way, maybe? There were...
I don't... It's a bit...
Listen, I love this. I love the concept of this game, but I've got to make
It's
sure...
a very pretty game.
Can I use them? Can I use these at all?
Yeah, what if you don't have a mouse? Were you doing something with the mouse?
No.
Oh,
hang on.
the wheel mouse.
That's what I thought. But for all captains...
It is the wheel mouse.
Well, how you tell me how it's clockwise and anti-clockwise then.
Look, I'm making things...
From all accounts, he seemed one big man in the show, and he played a straight game too, which is more than can be said for most of them. Click. Because it's the triangle, the diamond thing.
And then we're moving on. I think we're going to have to master this before we get angry.
I hope... Oh. No!
Oh!
There was definitely a glowing object in that last thing as well, and I just don't understand where the interaction points are. Someone had loaded the cylinder player. I felt a deep nostalgia for my homeland of my homeland of Scotland, as Annie Laurie filled the room.
She was very fat.
Okay, so we've got anything that's glowy. British Empire map of the world.
The Empire.
I've got a copy.
How I miss the Empire.
I've got a copy.
Paraffin land.
I'm liking the quality of this one.
It's a very good production.
Yeah. The old styly British flag. Before I get too patriotic, I think we better...
I'm starting to well up.
Oh. And here we have the full book. Our Empire at Home and Abroad. Great Britain and Ireland before the 19th century. Chapter 1.
I don't think we were meant to read this.
No, I don't think so. I wish I'd stop right-clicking.
It's definitely value for money if they give you whole books. Fishing by J.R. Hartley.
By J.R.R. Tolkien. Frodo, catch that fish. Big game shooting and fishing again. Interesting.
First-person RPGs by Dr. Colonialism.
What's in here?
Um,
It's nothing of import. The British Informer, that well-known newspaper.
look, there's a nice little cartoon at the bottom about Cyclops from X-Men.
Really?
Yeah. Burning a car with his mind.
He sees, he reasons, he buys.
Oh.
If only I knew which car it was.
Oh, what was his brain saying?
It's a Ford. It's a better car. It costs less to buy and less to maintain. It's the one car I need. I'll buy it.
And I use this tiny part of my brain to control my bowels.
And my breathing. Stephen Hawking.
What?
So
What is wrong?
I thought that's what the guy was singing. Oh, apparently I've missed something.
You've missed a triangle. At least we know what jettisons the thing forward. Then.
This is an actual newspaper, so maybe the other one was real as well.
Oh yeah. When was it? London, Sunday.
So maybe this is an actual
June 14th,
scan of one
19
of the actual papers.
Do you think so? 1914.
Oh yeah, the Observer's a real paper.
No, I know, but I wonder if this is actually a really nice piece of art, or
No, because all the newspapers from then have been made available online anyway, from the Google.
are they free?
Docs.
Yeah, what free?
Yeah. Mrs. Matthew's Agency, servants. A large private establishment only. 10 Baker Street, Portland Square.
Oh.
Cool. I'm liking this. This is pretty cool. I'm actually advancing the story. Oh, I've got the third one.
Oh.
That's good. It lets me know.
Is it basically saying, now in this game, like, we put a lot of effort into it, you have to at least get, like...
I think it's just a case of here's some bits and pieces that give you an idea of what's going on at the time.
Yeah.
So you can get more of a feel to being in London.
It strikes me as if, like, these little diamonds are basically the game saying, we are content that you've enjoyed the amount of time that we've spent in this level. Yeah. About 6 o'clock.
After 6 o'clock I went home.
Yeah.
In my Scottish brogue. St. James's Square, you lucky sod.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oops. Stop right-clicking!
I wanted it just to. I went home and it just goes to the Thames. Splash.
Oh, New Cavendish Street. My word, did London actually look like that at any point in history? As in, sorry, a road with nothing in it.
Yeah. What? No Starbucks.
Well, no cars, mainly. My flat was the first floor in a new block behind Langham Place. Enter.
I think I'll enter my house.
I think I'll enter my house.
There's not much else you can do apart from enter the house, is there?
They give you arbitrary things to do. Okay. There was no restaurant or anything of that sort, he said, rotating the mouse, and each flat was quite shut off from the others. Rotating the mouse, clicking.
We have a rodent problem.
Ascend. Let's examine them. Mr. Hannay. Wow. Okay. Dear Richard, how is London? Paddock, the softer wall that you level at the horses, evenly 10 to 1 it is.
La Barbe.
Do here's a tale for you. Last month in the
Khaleesi,
I found myself in a tight spot. After 2 days on the plane, I lost my way and could not find the river.
The vibes.
I was feared to go with in-hand water for 3 days, and five with a monocle of food save for
marzipan
marzipan warm, an excellent satay protein which steered me away from saturation. And then I ran into an old ehig to whom I ewed money. Because of my debt, he raptured to help me eat.
I had a cartwheel on my feet.
The desert is not kind to any man.
That makes sense.
But I made it, and
a man called Teriyaki
sold me a Rhodesian Ridgeback. Oh, which will be a dog.
Yeah.
Which will be my partner in my future hunts. I've named the evil Shaka after the old Zulu chief, and will take him to the Congo.
What? That's the next page. Dear Richard,
hang on, I'm trying to click.
Here's the save letter again.
With me, where I go for the effluence. I plan to leave next week if I can get my new Ripple finished in time. Yours, Peter Parker. I feel like a complete cock, but I could read most of that, and I hope you guys could too. But, yeah, there's not much else we can click on here.
Nope.
Except the right mouse button.
And revealing
Stop.
what looks like...
No! Continue.
What looks like the poster for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Draw the symbols as they appear.
Good luck with that.
Up. No. Up. Around.
Someone's trying to be
right.
Heavy rain.
I'm trying to open a door. It's like, here is a gameplay element for the sake of having a gameplay element. It's utterly ridiculous.
Paddock? That's me home.
Oh, he does have an English accent.
Just because he's from Scotland doesn't mean that he's going to be...
Scottish.
No, let me have an accent.
I hate servants on the premises, so I had a fellow to look after me who came in by the day. Rotatey. Oh. He arrived before 8 o'clock every morning and used to depart at 7, for I never dined at home.
I kept the toilet next to the candle.
I kept the toilet door open just in case. Mornington Crescent.
Regent Street.
That evening I dined at the Cafe Royal and then headed elsewhere for entertainment.
Oh, you dirty dog.
Where did you go?
Covent Garden Market?
Leicester Square, no less.
Oh, my.
He's obviously catching a film. The Alhambra.
The Alhambra?
The old Alhambra.
The Old Umbra.
The Alhambra. Do I do anything here?
Alejandro.
Alejandro?
No, it's just a thing.
An evening's entertainment. Leicester Square. On this particular evening, I wandered to Leicester Square, where the more resplendent theatre varieties could be found. A show at the Alhambra might... gosh, my reading is terrible today. A show at the Alhambra caught my eye, though one could never be quite sure of the act until it had been seen.
Music hall!
The countless music halls of London were one way of passing the evening away. Farces of all styles played a conspicuous part in this week's bill.
I like a good farce.
I like a good farce. Bend over and take a bow. It was a silly show. I did not stay long.
Let's not go to figure it out.
To the Alhambra, it's a silly place. Particle effects on the lights there.
I suppose so. It's just like Jackie's. It's very pretty, this game, isn't it?
I like the artwork. Oh, hang on. On the way home, I gave £0.50 to a beggar because I saw him yawn. He was a fellow sufferer.
Of boredom.
Of boredom. I made a vow. I would give the old country another day to fit me into something.
Trombone.
If nothing happened, I would take the next boat for the Cape.
Achievement unlocked. Maximum boredom.
Well, that's part 1 done, and hopefully you'll have enjoyed this very brief introduction into the world of the 39 steps.
Oh, it'll get good.
And I hope you'll join in the next time that we play the 39 steps with me, the Flaming Monocle, and my very good friend T-Dude.
Oh, yes.
What do you think so far?
I think it's beautiful. I think we need to get a hang of the mouse. But
other than that, it seems to all be going the right way.
Yes.
See you the next time we play the 39 steps.
And beware.
Beware?
Well, it's a spooky, interesting thriller game.
Looking forward to it. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.